Hey guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. In this video, I will be explaining everything I remember to help you have the best experience at Rythmia. So yeah, this video will basically tell you everything you need to know in order to do Rythmia the right way. You're probably wondering, why should I be telling you this? Well, because I've been there and as you can see, I got my miracle. And besides telling you how to have the best experience at Rythmia, I will also tell you why I went there at the end of the video. So stay tuned. So guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Roland and I make it easy for you to remember who and why you truly are. And in this video, my plan is to make it easy for you to have the ultimate experience at Rythmia. So this is literally how to do Rythmia right. I'll start by basically going through how to book your trip, book your flight, how to travel from the airport to Rythmia and back, but most importantly, how to structure your time and plan your 7 days at Rythmia. And then lastly, I'll tell you why I went to Rythmia and prepare you for subsequent videos where I go in depth into each day and what I learned after the plant medicine ceremonies. So I'm really excited about this, and I know that you're going to enjoy. This is valuable. Okay. So first things first is booking your trip. And to book your trip, it's pretty easy. Go to rythmia.com and book your trip there. All right? They have all the information you really need to book your trip, and I suggest that you literally go there and just book it. You can call them and talk to them, and that's fine. Now, I'd like to add that with COVID and all the changes that every business is sort of going through in the world today, things might change. Well, things will definitely change at Rythmia. For one, if you've been keeping up with Jerry and all his updates, you know that they're working on the pool, etc., etc., etc. So just be aware that this information is certainly subject to change. But either way, I believe that the programs that they offer are not going to change very much. And this planning is really going to help you take advantage of your week there so that you have the ultimate experience. That's what I'm sharing. But anyway, go to rythmia.com, book your trip. When you do, you can actually call them as well, or you could actually call them, or they'll actually reach out to you. You have to sign some paperwork, etc. You have to agree to certain terms and conditions that they, of course, as a business are going to offer, which is pretty straightforward. They want you to make sure that you're medically cleared with your private doctor before you go there. Even when you get there, you still get checked by the facility's medical doctor. You know, you all know about this if you're watching this video, etc., etc., etc. Now, after you book, you're also going to get additional messages from Rythmia, private welcome messages from Jerry, YouTube videos that aren't available to the public, which is really nice. And they kind of prepare you to tell you what to do, right? What to eat, how to prepare so that you're having a good so that you have an awesome time at Rythmia. And I would highly encourage you to follow all the guidelines that they recommend. Plus, if you are already on a spiritual path, particularly if it's meditating, make sure to meditate. Prepare yourself, journal, etc. before you go. So that's the first thing, is booking your trip, booking your 7 nights. Just go to rythmia.com, call them. It's pretty. Next thing is booking your flight. Now, this is going to vary depending on where you live. All right. But that's straightforward. Book into Liberia Airport. That's usually where most people book into. And that's good. That's great. It's good enough. Fly in there. Now, after you book your flight, you need to worry about traveling from the airport to Rythmia and back. And for that, I recommend that you use this company called Liberia Shuttle. They're great. I used them when I was going, and what I like about them is it's a private shuttle with just you if you're going by yourself. If you're going with a group of people, you can all share the cost, and it's really cheap, right? I just, on your website, just go liberiashuttle.com and then tell them the dates that you're arriving at the airport in Liberia, and then when you're coming back. You can pick your arrival date. Pickup location will be Liberia Airport. Your drop-off location will be Rythmia. And then you want a round trip whenever you're returning, same thing. And then you find your cost. So right now it's about $95. So if I want to just pick a random return date, it looks like it's about $95 per trip, which sounds about right. Now, Rythmia might offer something different. If you're going with a group of people that you're really close to, I think this is a nice option. If not, literally, you can use the Rythmia shuttle. When I went with my wife. And so this was just nice, like a nice little treat for both of us to drive privately from the airport to Rythmia and back. And we did, and I kind of enjoyed it. And, you know, I have the video that I'm showing right now is literally my wife and I in the car being driven, chauffeured to Rythmia. Very nice gentlemen. They actually also use WhatsApp. I should add that while this video is playing. WhatsApp is a great, secure, reliable messaging application you can download on your phone, and it uses the internet and you can message with anybody throughout the world. Facebook owns them. You know all of this. But anyway, you could literally contact them on WhatsApp and schedule your trip, when to be picked up, when to get dropped off. The interesting thing with Rythmia is they're really gung-ho about security, and so when you do schedule, if you schedule with Liberia, you have to let them know at least 72 hours. Them in this case is Rythmia. You have to let Rythmia know at least 72 hours prior to your arrival who you're coming with and who's going to pick you up. And they relay that information to the gates because Rythmia is in this secure location right in the hotel. And that gives the folks at the gate the information so that when you show up with your driver, they already have that information saying our guest is coming at this time with our driver. With Liberia Shuttle, you have to give them all information about your flight, and they'll also recommend when they come pick you up to drive back to Liberia from Rythmia, so that you're there on time and then not miss your flight. Now, those are two big things, right? Booking your trip through Rythmia, that's done. Second thing is booking your flight. That's pretty easy. I'm not really going to go into that. Of course, you could do that by yourself. But then booking your trip from the airport to Rythmia and back, you can do it straight with Rythmia. It's going to be a group filled with a lot of people that you are going to get to know intimately over the next week. So you can take that route. But Liberia Shuttle is a really great option. And I'll put a link to Liberia Shuttle's website below this video. Now, the big value is planning your time at Rythmia, okay? Now, the thing about Rythmia is most people don't understand that it's a week-long vacation that you are working really hard on your soul, on yourself, healing emotionally. All kinds of like purging, etc. takes place. So even though it's kind of like set up in a resort area, you are doing a lot of hard work. That's going to enhance your personal growth. Really, it will. And so the best ultimate trip, you should plan as such. First things first, when you're booking your trip, book Sunday to Sunday if you can. Most people come on Saturday and leave on Saturday. I say come on Sunday and leave on Sunday. That's what I did, so I'm speaking from my personal experience. Now, why would you book from Sunday to Sunday? Well, for me personally, when I went there, which is why most people are going, it's to partake in the ceremonies, the plant medicine ceremonies. Those start on Monday. So you come on Saturday, you have all of Sunday to get to know people, kind of build up your anxiety for your first night. You may be worried, I don't know. it's nice. Yeah, you can relax. There are definitely classes and sessions that you can attend on that Sunday. But usually on Saturday, a lot of people are coming, a lot of people are leaving. And then on Sunday, it's less. The traffic's not as busy. And so I like Sunday. So I came in on Sunday. One day we had, on that Sunday night, a breathwork class, which was amazing. And then on Monday, a couple other classes, and then straight to the plant medicine ceremony, right? Monday night is your first one. And I loved it. I didn't want to waste time. Just come, boom, boom, boom. Come on Sunday, Monday you have your first one, Tuesday, Wednesday, and then Thursday. Okay? So that's the first things first. Book Sunday to Sunday. You won't regret it. Second thing is, if you look on their website, they have, right, all these things that you do. I already talked about the 4 ceremonies starting on Monday. Great reason to go on Sunday. The second thing is this. You have 2 hydrocolonic cleanses, right? When to plan these. Plan your first one on Monday before your first ceremony. And then your second one, try to schedule it for Thursday before Thursday's ceremony. See, Thursday's ceremony is like 12 hours. It's all night. Okay? So you want to be clean. Clean before you go into that one. So that's how you take advantage of your 2 hydrocolonic cleanses. Now, before I continue, I just wanted to show you what the hydrocolonic cleanse looks like. It's pretty fascinating, to be honest. It's like nothing I'd ever done before. And I'll show you, I recorded a short clip of myself in the room before the colonic cleanse. And I'll let this play so that you see it. Hello, so good morning. Day 2 of Rythmia, or really my first full day here. It's Monday, December 17th. I am now ready to begin my colon cleanse. This should be pretty interesting. I've never done this before, so we'll see how it goes. Before I start, I'm going to show you a little bit about of the way the room is set up, and flip the camera around if I can, or maybe I can't anymore. But anyway, I'll turn around, you can see it. Right there's the setup, the contraption, the flip where the guests, no, not the guests, the associates are gonna come flip it up, and then the water flows basically through here. I don't know if I don't know if this is new or used. I'm gonna have to ask them to see if they can change this. Might be new though. I think it is. Got some coconut oil here as a lubricant, some soap. I feel like pooping already, so this is gonna be some cleaning out. And we got music going, towel to put your head, your back, and cover your privates, if you know what I mean. Yeah, so this should be pretty interesting. First time, and I'm excited. Catch you on the flip side. I'm gonna be lighter and cleaner. Yeah, that's pretty exciting. By the way, the piece that goes in your anus, it's already cleaned and changed before you come in the room. So that's that. Now this second video it's kind of funny, but I just played and it's pretty self-explanatory. So here it is.
Yo, I'm doing colon cleanse right now, and this stuff is insane. You can hear the music in the background, but I want you to listen to this and realize that I'm not peeing. You ready? Yeah, buddy. That's not me peeing. Just saying.
Anyway, so that's it. That's the colonic cleanse. It's pretty neat. I mean, it cleans you out. You think you don't have stuff in your colon? Trust me, there's stuff in there. Like, I mean, you get cleaned out. The interesting thing too is you do this and then you go to the ceremony and then you're still getting cleaned out. Like, where did the other stuff come? I can't explain it, okay? I just can't. I just know it's fascinating. The Swedish massage. All right. This is important too. And this will also help you take advantage of planning your trip from Sunday to Sunday. See, when you're there that whole week, like I said, you are doing a lot of energetic work. A lot. And that's going to translate physically. So by the end of the week, by Friday, you are going to be exhausted. After all the ceremonial classes, after going to all the yoga classes, all the additional educational coursework that they provide, sitting and journaling and going through the emotions of what the heck am I doing here and what the heck is real after experiencing life from the perspective of being influenced by plant medicine, you are going to be exhausted. And so reserve Saturday, which would be kind of like a nice relaxing day. A lot of people are going to be leaving. Depending on when you book, a lot of people are going to be coming into Rythmia as well for their week of the retreat, right? So use that as a time to really have your vacation. Schedule your Swedish massage on Saturday. You will love it. In addition to that, let Saturday be your day that you take advantage of all the spa amenities. They have a steam room, a mud bath. All of that will be great to do on Saturday, okay? Before you leave on Sunday. The transformational breathwork classes, attend every single one of them. As a matter of fact, attend just about every class that you can, all right? It's important. I want to say something quick about breathwork. Before going to Rythmia, I had already developed a very effective meditating practice, okay? I had no idea the power of breathwork. I mean, I was skeptical. They're like, yeah, let's go to a breathwork class. We're going to be breathing for 1 hour. And I thought, what the heck? Don't let that name fool you. You think you're breathing effectively now? I guarantee you're probably not. An hour of effective breathing, really deep rhythmic breathing, things will happen. things will happen. All right? Attend every single one. All right? The Answer Is You classes designed by Reverend Michael Beckwith. The About Your Miracle class. Attend all of them. I also want to add something about the yoga classes. Now, as you get to know me, you're going to hear me say this a lot. When I started meditating, I was experiencing kriyas, which are energetic releases of emotional pain and frequencies of vibration that aren't really in alignment with my being. And these happen in multiple ways, and they present physically, through rashes, through yawning. But one way is through the adoption of a myriad forms of yoga poses. I had gotten to the point where in my meditation practices, I was basically going to a yoga class, like literally with my eyes closed and being more in alignment with my body. I would just go through all these flows that felt really like precision movements. They felt surgery-like, very precise movements, and they felt so great. And I felt really, really good after a meditation session that I ended up going through these yoga flows. It got to the point where I would go to yoga classes and actually feel misaligned afterwards. And it made sense to me after kind of reflecting on it, was because when you go to a yoga class, that yoga teacher doesn't really know what you need energetically, right? They say, and nothing wrong with this, but they might say, oh, today would be a good day to go with this sort of yoga flow. And it's great. But I would go to a class and just end up feeling misaligned. I would meditate at home, go through what my body needed for yoga poses, feel great. Rythmia was like one of the only places where I attended all the yoga classes, but the alignment was awesome. I can't explain it. I mean, every class I went to, I felt good. You're breathing and yawning and releasing and burping. It's lovely stuff, all right? So definitely go to the yoga classes. But just some of my gripes about Rythmia. I just have to say this. What are some of my gripes? Added bonus. Right on the homepage, they talk about 21 farm-to-table organic meals. Now, it's really not 21, especially if you are going to partake in the plant medicine ceremonies. It's 21 minus 4, so it's 17, okay? Now, on top of that, they offer juices that you can take in the evening on the nights when they don't offer the dinner. But you have to pay for the juices, all right? In other words, you pay for a lot at Rythmia. It's not a cheap experience. You're looking at, depending on where you're flying from, easily well over $7,000, $8,000. And if you buy the After Rythmia Care Package program, that's an extra $1,000 on top of that too. So it's not a cheap experience. And this is just one thing. And Jerry knows, I'm sure he has heard about this many times, but if they could find a way to include the cost of these juices as part of your fees, right? Because you pay the hotel fees, you pay your flight, you pay for the trip from the airport to the hotel, and then you also pay for the plant medicine ceremonies, that's separate. And then you have to pay for these juices as well. And then you have to pay for the aftercare program. And on top of buying like the t-shirts and stuff, it's a lot. But it's worth it. It's worth it, okay? So that's just one of my gripes. But it's worth it, totally worth it. Even if you don't partake in plant medicine, just being there the whole week, the vibe, the energy, it's so positive, right? It's great. It's like, man, why can't all of life be like this? Because there has to be a balance. That's why I answer that, all right? So, yeah, that's how to do Rythmia right. I've told you how to book your trip, book your flight, how to travel from the airport to Rythmia, and then how to plan your 7 days there to take advantage of all that they have to offer. I mean, it's a lot of stuff, okay? A lot. And as I promised, I said I would end the video explaining why I went to Rythmia. And the answer is, it's simple. I'd been meditating for many years, and on August 21st, 2018, I had a spiritual awakening. 3 energetic waves I felt distinctly move in the back of my spine, from the base of my spine to the top of my head. I actually created a whole animation about this, which you can watch just somewhere. I don't know if I'm going to put it here or where, but it's on my YouTube channel. Go watch the animation, which is taking out of my audiobook, Who and Why You Are, All You Need to Remember. Watch the animation and kind of go back to the moments when I had my experience. It's a great animation. It captures the moment really, really well. But I had the experience. I remembered all this information about who I am, why I am. I realized that information is universal. And I write a big chunk of the book. I'd written the book from September, October, and all of November. And then I took a break from it. People were reading it and giving me feedback. And in December now, I said, well, why don't I go to Rythmia and find out if there's more? Classic human being, just my egoic mind came in hard and said, but man, maybe there's more. You're missing something. This information is really comprehensive. It paints the whole Earth life experience very well, but maybe there is more. And I thought the best way to find that out would be to go experience plant medicine. Go deep, like really deep. I actually discussed this with one of my really good friends that I made at Rythmia in one of my podcast conversations, episode number 2 of the podcast conversations with Roland, which I'll have a link to in the notes section of this YouTube video as well. So check it out and listen. And it's the same story. I wanted to find out more. If what I had realized and remembered, basically meditating in my house by myself, like a self-taught meditating practice, what would I find out if I went deeper in a ceremony like this? And that's why I went to Rythmia. And I had very high expectations, and I was not disappointed. And I'll talk about this in subsequent videos for sure. So, but yeah, thanks for watching. If you are planning on going to Rythmia, I will highly encourage it. In subsequent videos, I'll tell you what I learned every single day, day 1, 2, 3, and 4. And then at the end of day 4's lessons, there's one major lesson I'm going to provide, which this is the ultimate lesson. I truly believe is the ultimate lesson. All right. So stay tuned, watch every video, reach out with questions. And as always, remember that you are an amazingly brave soul. You would not be on this planet today otherwise. All right. Thank you. Yeah.